What is it? Dead by Daylight, which is a survival horror which manages to cram all of its key game mechanics into its opening sequence, of which I will allow you to watch right now. You play as either a survivor, one of 4, or a killer in a game of deadly hide and seek. The purpose for the survivors is to escape the map, the purpose for the killer is to kill everyone on it. When playing as a survivor, you have various characters to choose from, each with different buffs and skills which will aid and benefit you or make your survival slightly more difficult depending on the character. You can also customise the character's skill trees to improve their skills and buffs, as well as customising their look. The customization is limited to certain presets, but you can put your own spin on the character if you feel like it. When surviving, you start off isolated from the others. Your goal is to start 5 generators of a few that are dotted around the map. This consists of a sort of mini game where you're trying to stay quiet with a quick time event. When it goes wrong, you alert the killer to your position, and basically the hunt begins. You're aided by certain visuals on screen. It tells you when someone started an engine or when they've been caught by the killer. You can also see their rough body position, like when they're being picked up for the inevitable death to follow. Sometimes it does feel like the killer's a little bit OP. I didn't see anybody escape a single game in the 3 or 4 hours that I played Dead by Daylight. So after trying to survive for a bit, I tried the killers. I had the same choice of different characters, each with their skills and buffs. Some were hard, some were easy, much faster than others, much quieter, more powerful. You can customise them as well. I made mine look like a crazy hillbilly, although he's a little bit gormless. Burp. Burp. The first thing you notice when playing as a killer is that the viewpoint changes from a third person to a first person. It really puts you in like the seat of the pants because you're hunting and you feel like you're hunting. I wonder if there's anybody out here. Hello? Oh. When chasing, you've got 2 attacks, sort of a light and a heavy, or a special. Come on, come on, come on. My special's chainsaw. Didn't see that coming, did you, bitch? Let's get you on a hook. Sacrifice you to the weird claw god in the sky. Although there's no way to actually attack the killer, you can escape. You can get away from his grip and start the chase again, although because my character is one of the easier killers to play as, I can chase. Although I missed that time. Timing is critical as a killer. You often give away vital seconds which could lead to a further escape. The survivor could hide, although this one doesn't. Right, where were we? Oh yeah, putting you on a hook. Excuse me, young lady, I need to pick you up. Sometimes the animations are a little bit janky and they let the whole experience down. There's certain frame rate pauses and drops here and there. It's not an unpleasant experience by any means. The hide and seek element, chasing down the survivors playing as a killer, was great fun. The real sense of purpose and drama in it was good. Swinging the axe slows down my character, which allows theirs to escape. The sound of my character alerts them to my position, and you really do have a sort of a game of wits against the other players, and it's enjoyable. It was more enjoyable than Friday the 13th, which is a very, very similar experience, but unlike Friday the 13th, I didn't feel like there was a sense of being able to stand up to the killer. The killer is terrifying. The pursuit is real. She's giving me the slip. Where's she gone? Aha! The sound of the engine gave you away. She gets away again, and this is what happens. Where is she gone? In here. Ah. In this one. Ah. If I was terrified and shitting myself, where would I hide? Not in a blood-filled basement with hooks from the ceiling. Gotcha! The whole hide and seek element really builds the tension, and it makes for the gameplay experience. Is what I like the most. Friday the 13th, I thought the maps was too vast. It was too, you know, you hardly ever saw Jason when you were a survivor. You managed to make engines, make cars, get out of there fairly easily. You had rifles. In this, there's no defence. All you can do is hide in a cupboard and eventually get found. And once you get found, there's really not much that's going to happen after that except hook, claw, and the inevitable death. After each match you get blood points. Blood points are earned to buy certain perks or improve your skill tree. Sweet, sweet blood points. There's many things that are against the survivor. The killers, they have certain perks. The doc has psychosis and madness, which makes you scream. The hillbilly has a lunging chainsaw attack. Some of the killers' buffs actually aid the survivor. The huntress hums as she hunts. Cooperative element, there isn't a lot there really. You can revive and you can try and save individuals from hooks, like I'm going to now. And I failed. She spotted me. Run! Get away! Her throw and axe. And the lunge. I'm done. Oh yeah, she's got me. At this point all I can do is hammer the left stick and try and wiggle away from her grip, but the likelihood of actually getting away is nothing. Ah. I fear the worst. At this point I can attempt escape. The base chance of it is very, very low, and it actually speeds up the sacrifice. Oh no. I can struggle. This would help me if there was someone else alive to get me off the hook, but there isn't. I'm the last one, so I'm just prolonging the inevitable while Bunny Lady stares. Look at that creepy bitch. I really enjoyed Dead by Daylight. It was a good game. The matches are quite quick, or they can last long depending on the skill of the survivor and or hunter. It managed to capture the best elements of Friday the 13th and other horror games and put them in a short span survival scenario where the outcome is fairly inevitable. I will play it again, even though I fear death's always only a heartbeat away.